feeling obligated to make an EDC video because everybody else has in the last few days. So I figured I would join the club and do an update EDC for you guys. If you don't know what EDC stands for, then you live under a rock and you can pretty much go hump a rock. So first thing we're going to get into is my number one thing that I like to carry. This is more like a winter thing, I guess you could say, and that is the double stuffed Oreo. I like to keep a pocket full of these, whether it's my front pocket so it bulges like a big penis, or you know, my rear pocket so it looks like I got a big turd coming out. But either way, double stuffed Oreos are a great addition to your everyday carry. 140 calories, 90 grams of sodium, 13 grams of sugar. You got to go double stuffed or just don't go at all. So double stuffed Oreos, that's a great addition. So on a more serious note, let's get into what I actually carry. And let's just jump right into the most important thing. So when I wake up in the morning, I generally like to get dressed like most of you do. And first thing I like to throw on is my watch. The reason I do that is because I like to check time while I'm getting ready, make sure I'm on time for the dog to be walked, for to eat breakfast. Everything's on a strict schedule with me. I'm a little bit weird about that kind of thing, but anyway, the Seiko 809, or Seiko SNK 809. This is a great watch. This is a automatic. If I can get the camera to focus, it's a little fingerprinted up there. No big deal. On a NATO strap. It's just a great little watch. I love this watch actually. And you know, if I want to keep it fun, I just kind of switch up the straps a little bit on it. And get down, Storm. She's over here trying to hump the table or something. But anyway, you know, to keep it fun, so I keep myself from buying a new watch, I just like to switch up the NATO strap, and that's what I do. So once in a while, I'll also, oops, not that one. Where is it? Somewhere around here I have another G. Here it is. This is the other option, but Storm had actually got a hold of it. She keeps jumping on the table. Sorry guys, she's shaking the table. But anyway, this is the other option I like to use. This is the original 1986 design, except it's upgraded with the solar. And this is a G-Shock, obviously. This is the GWM5610. It's a great watch. This thing goes through heck with me. Heck. This is not a PG rated channel, sorry. But anyway, watch. That's pretty much the first thing I like to throw on. And then I usually throw on my Buddhist ties. There's pretty much, sometimes they don't even really come off. They'll come off when they fall off, kind of deal. But yeah. Next thing is my knives. I'll throw a knife in my pocket. We'll just go with the 0 tolerance. This is my baby right here, and that's just something I love to carry, a good knife. Sometimes I'll go cheaper and throw something like a Kershaw Link in my pocket. Or, you know, once in a while, I'll go ahead and throw the PM2. But since we're going on kind of all black, we're just going to go with the PM2 today. So, all right. So, moving on from knives, let's go into a flashlight. So, this is a new addition to my EDC. And this is I want a cheaper version of a flashlight instead of always having to carry around an O-light with these specialized batteries and, you know, 500 lumens, and, you know, you got to charge it all the time. This thing's just real simple. I mean, it's not super bright, but whatever, it is what it is. It fits in your pocket nice, has the clip that'll go on your hat, which is cool, and it's a real sleek design. And this is the Streamlight Micro Stream, and I don't even know how many lumens it is, but it's a AAA battery, and it's just a nice little light that I thought would work well with my kit. That could be a bit of a pain in the ass now. But yeah, I like it. I actually, I really like it. It's just another option for a flashlight. So that's the Streamlight. And, you know, obviously I like to throw my little O-lights here and there. Depends on what the situation is. I have a few of these different O-lights, but, you know, I don't carry, it depends, you know. Next most important thing I like to always carry is a pen. This is my Fisher Space Filler pen, or Fisher Space pen, the bullet. It's made out of brass, turns into a full-size pen when it's together like that. And then it has, it's a little tiny pen when it's closed up. So that is a great little pen there. Next, what is next? Next thing is my wallet. Still rocking the VanQuest. I like this wallet. It has the RDIF blockers. I've had this a while now. I always keep a set of lock picks in there. I just stuff them in there. I actually use them quite often. And I always keep a little bit of cash. There's probably 50 or 100 bucks in there sometimes, whatever. But just the VanQuest. I don't remember which one this is called, but I've had this for about a year and a half now, and it's just hasn't really deteriorated at all. It's made out of Cordura fabric. It's a great wallet. My other pocket, I like to always keep a hank. I mean, this is like a dying thing for guys, I think, but having a hank, I mean, it's just more than just blowing your nose with these things. I mean, you could do so many things with a hank, you know, wiping sweat and just, you know, I carry a hank no matter what. I've been moving to these cheaper cotton versions instead of my nicer ones that I get custom made and stuff, but these are just great to have, and they work great. I always keep a pair of sunglasses. These are cheap knockoff gas station sunglasses, but you know, they work well, they're stylish. A belt. Just as much as your gear, your belt is so important. I still use the Travex cinch. I really don't use anything else unless I'm working security or doing something like that. Then I'll move to like something like a duty belt. But this is the Travex cinch belt, and this thing just pretty much goes in there and you loop it through the other end there, and it just cinches down, and this thing doesn't move. It holds up all my gear, my gun and everything, and it's just perfect, to be honest with you, and it's a great belt. And I don't carry a big heavy gun. Like if I'm carrying something like a Glock 19 or something like that, which I don't really show on this channel because it's a duty firearm, but I will do it. I'll do it on there. I'll put it on here someday. But anyway, this is made in USA. It's a great belt. I love the Travex cinch. And if I'm gonna go heavier on stuff like that, I'll use something like a 511 trainer or something. So moving on, for work, so let's just say I'm at work now at this point. This will be out of work stuff. So if I'm a weekend, like on the weekend, this is typically what I'm having on me. Besides my fire, well, I might as well do that now. So the firearm is still pretty much the same. I carry the Glock 43 9mm. Okay, and I keep a +1 in there. All right, keep a +1 base plate from Terran Tactical. I love this little handgun. It's just a perfect one for me, for my body frame and what I need. I don't need tremendous amounts of firepower. I don't need, 30 plus rounds. I feel like +1 here, 7 and 8 is good for me. Honestly, to me, when it comes to concealed carry, I feel like it boils down to this damn dog. The dog's chilling the freaking weight rack. Anyway, for me, it boils down to marksmanship. You got to remember, guys, these cowboys, they carry these freaking holsters with, extra magazines and, all that other crap. That's just, it's uncomfortable. It's just pointless to me. I mean, if that's what you do, that's fine. I just like to carry something small. This will get the job done. I only need to take 1 or 2 shots. I'm not getting into giant gunfights. I just need to be somewhat comfortable. And, you know, I like to do a lot of running and training and gym stuff. I can't be running around with Glock 19s and appendix holsters with extra mags and knives hanging off them and shit like that. You know, if I need extra firepower, I'll show you the way I do that. But this is just perfect for me. And I live in a pretty rough city. So, you know, and, you know, you could talk to, God damn this dog. She always likes to chew stuff while I'm in the middle of doing a video. Anyway, like I was saying, if I need extra firepower, then that's what I'll do, and I'll put a Taran Tactical +2 in my pocket. But anyway, this Glock here, it's got the stipple grip, the same thing I've always had, double undercut, OC Customs trigger, this is a stock factory Glock trigger. It's just pretty much on a polished trigger bar and a ghost connector. It's not anything crazy like you would think some of these other triggers are. It's pretty much stock. And then the True Glow TFX Pros. I love these night sights because of the white. I had the orange one and it was just real tough for me to see that during the daytime, so I picked up that white one and it just picks up so much better. And these are great night sights, and they look really sharp on there. I'm gonna kill it. Don't ever get a dog. Anyway, and then, you know, I got this, but I'm probably going to take that off there. It's kind of stupid, but I don't know where the stock one went, but I do want to get a metal one. So yeah, like I was saying, guys, I don't really carry a bunch of rounds. To me, it just boils down to marksmanship. You only need, you know, 3 or 4 rounds. If you look statistically at most shootouts and shootings, there isn't tons of rounds being fired, you know, unless you're in a freaking war zone, you know. And if that's the case, you better have an AR-15 or something of that matter. But for everyday concealed carry, I mean, this is going to get the job done. You know, you pull this thing out in a fight, and you know, most times you're really dealing with self-defense stuff anyway, and you know, active shooters and stuff. You can make that argument. You can make the argument of magazine failures. You need to catch magazines, but you know, this is a Glock. I've never had a mag failure in this thing ever, and I always run and check my magazines. You maintain your firearms. You carry good, clean ammo that's not going to get jammed up, you know, and you should be fine. These are the Hornady critical duties 135 grain flex locks, and once in a while I'll run the, not these ones, where are they? Once in a while I'll run the Winchester Ranger 147 grains, just a little bit heavier round, and those are hollow points. So these little Teflon things here, what that does is prevent the hollow point from getting clogged up and not spreading open because it's getting clogged up with stuff. So this will help it get through jeans and other clothing and stuff, and doors and all kinds of stuff. This is approved by the FBI. This ammo is probably the best, and it's really keeps it a little bit lighter because of it's only 135 grain. But that's my firearm, and that's what I like to carry. This is what I'm going to stick with for concealed carry. I am going to get something a little bit different to switch it up. Maybe a Gen 5 Glock 26, I'm thinking maybe. But yeah, it's a good gun. It's reliable. I've got a lot of rounds through this thing, close to 2,000, I think. I don't really know, to be honest with you. But it's got to be around there. The holster I use is a Kydex by Quick Violent Over QVO Tactical over there in Nevada, and this is a great holster. I love it because it's got the black multicam fabric overlay over carbon fiber Kydex, and it's just a wonderful holster, and I love it. I love it very much. It works awesome. I do have the thing that comes off there, but I think it's a little bit too much, makes my jeans look weird, and it's just too much for this little gun. So that just this much coming off there makes it suck in just fine to my body. I carry on the 430 position. I don't carry appendix. I don't care what you say. I've tried it. I don't like it. I just like to be where I like it. Once in a while, I'll open carry this thing on a different holster that I have, an Alien Gear, that's a paddle. holster that I kind of rigged up myself. And in the winter, I like to open carry because, you know, you have more layers of clothes on and stuff like that, and it's just easier to grab to it. But sometimes when I open carry, I'll just run my Glock 19, but you guys never seen that on the channel, but I'll show it to you eventually. But this is, like I said, my baby. I love this thing. It comes everywhere with me except for the workplace. So like I was getting to, if I'm going to work, minus that out, we don't have that. Not allowed to have that at work. So subtract that, add this. This is my work toolkit. So you're gonna pretty much see everything else on me besides the firearm, and add this. This is my my work toolkit. Like I said, this is from Sweet's Leatherworks. This leather piece of sheath here. I've had it for a while now. He's gonna send me a new button eventually. He said he would at least, but anyway, inside here I keep the new Olight. Let's get the focus there. Yep, there we go. The Olight S1R Baton 2. Beautiful light, 1000 lumens. This thing is just an absolute beast. I love the knurling on it. It's a nerdy flashlight. I'm a nerdy dude. Super sick Oreo cookie blaster. All right, next, inside here, we have a Gilltech Ruck. These things are so awesome. I cannot explain to you guys how awesome these things are. He sent me this thing out because he's just that cool of a dude. And I've actually bought a few of them too, and he sent one out for a subscriber to get. I hope he got it. I'm not really sure he did, but these are my new favorite thing. Instead of using your $140 Spyderco or your $215 zero tolerance, you know, you want to grab this thing to slice up some boxes, and guess what? It does the trick just fine. The razor blades last forever. They're easy to freaking change out. You know, you gotta get it in there and put it in the groove, push that down, bang, you're right back in there. And this is the Gilltech Ruck, and I got it on a little bead thing, and because what I was finding was when it was in here, it was a little bit hard. I had to take everything out to get to it, so now I just pull that, boom, comes right out. So that's my Gilltech Ruck. Then I have my Leatherman Surge, which is an absolute must. Some guys don't like to carry Leathermans, but I find use for this a lot because, you know, I'm not going to carry a bunch of tools around with me all the time. I work, you know, where I work on big trucks, sometimes I got to go out in the yard and do something or whatever. It just pays to have this thing on me when you're working on big trucks, and, you know, I'm not going to carry a gigantic toolkit on me all the time, so it just pays to have this thing with me in case I find myself using it all the time. Then I have my Brassworks pry tool, which I use a lot. He always gets so pissed off at me, John Smith does over there at Brassworks, because I've destroyed this thing. But hey man, what can I say? I love your tool, and it's just an awesome little thing to have. And I'm actually getting a new one soon, hopefully. So we're gonna check that out. Anyway, so that's my little toolkit here. That's from Sweet's Leatherworks, this little piece of leather thing. And that is pretty awesome. And so that is basically my everyday carry. Once in a while when I'm at work, I'll throw this notepad in my pocket, and this will have different stuff for trucks, and I have tons of these different log and jotter notepad books. This is the one I've been using for work recently, and then a Recycle Firefighter book here, and a Fisher Space Pen full size. And I love these Recycle Firefighter books, and this is just to take notes on trucks, numbers, whatever I got to do. And this is another work item, but, you know, so a lot of, you're not going to see me walking around with all this stuff. It just kind of switches up here and there, and this video is long. Here's another Gilltech, by the way. Pretty cool, right? Sweet. And it's in a Corbid blade, Corbid, whatever. Orange, custom sand it, hooked it up. Awesome. Gilltech Ruck. So, moving on, let me clean this stuff out of the way for you guys, and then we're going to bring in my little assault kit here. And this is another option. Real quick before I do that, let's just add in the keys. So my keys have pretty much stayed the same. I want to switch this up because a lot of these keys I don't use that much anymore. So I'm due for a new one, but this is the key bar from Key Bar. And I have it on a deep carry titanium pocket clip from Key Bar, and a mag nut from Key Bar, which is super awesomely strong. Works really good. I love the mag nut because I can, the problem is with having a key set like this is when you have a damn stupid key like this and not just a fob, you have to warm your car up and whatever, and, you know, it just pays to warm the car up and then have my house key. on this and just throw this in my pocket and not forget about it. But anyway, other than that and the keys, I have a little Olight I1R EOS on there. This is the this thing's, look at the patina and stuff it's getting on it, and the scars and scratches. Really cool little light, 5 lumens at its lowest mode and 125, I believe, on its highest mode. It's a rechargeable little flashlight, little keychain light. You don't have to charge it up too much. You know, I do it maybe once every 2 weeks or so, but it's usually good to go most times, and just kind of keep up with it. But you know, it's on its lowest mode there, and you got your high mode. So yeah, great little flashlight. So just in case you don't have a flashlight on you, you always have a flashlight on you. So that's a good little addition. So let's move into the assault pack, and then we'll end this video. All right, so this here is my little assault pack, and what I use this for is generally if I, like today I went to the supermarket and I had my gym clothes on still, and I didn't want to go home and get changed and put my firearm, but I wanted to have my firearm on me. So if that's the case, and I want to do that, I just put it in its little VanQuest holster here, and it's good to go. Now I generally always keep my firearm on me, but there are certain cases and scenarios where it just works out better just being in there. And then also this thing's always around, so I'll have, there's my extra magazine on a Neo mag. So if I want an extra mag, I'll just slide it out of there and put it in my pocket, and I'll be good to go. Sometimes I'll even just use the stock Glock one that's in my actual backpack. But yeah, this is something that's been coming really convenient and handy instead of just always lugging around a big bag. This is just generally has what I need in it. Right here I have a really nice flashlight. This is your Olight M2T Warrior. This thing is an absolute warrior. It's 1200 lumens. It's got strobe mode and all kinds of different features. In case I didn't mention, this pack is from SOE gear. That means Special Operations Equipment, made in the USA. And it has the multicam that matches my holster here. I think I might need to get it new. Sorry, hit the camera there. I think I might need to get something else going on there because it's starting to become a problem. But anyway, and then over on this side I keep a Generation 7 cat tourniquet and a Sharpie marker. This is a real Gen 7. You can get fake ones. Like I always say, if you're not paying 30 bucks, 27 bucks for these things, they're probably going to be fake. I just grabbed mine off North American Rescue. This is in Rescue Orange, nice and bright colored, just so you can easily pick it out of this pack. And then a Sharpie marker for the timestamp, which is here. And I have this thing set up, so all you got to do is pull it out and start twisting, and you are good to go. So this is just something I like to keep with or close by to my firearm. You know, I always say if you can carry a gun, you can carry the power to take a life, you can carry the power to save a life. So that's just how I think about it. Now, when the firearm's not in there, or even sometimes what it is winter time, it gets cold here. It's cold in Philadelphia, so I always keep a little hat here, and then some batting gloves just in there. You know, they're just, I always wear these, but if it's really cold, I gotta step it up a little bit to winter gloves. But these are just great gloves to have, just in general. And then this is a nice little fleece-lined hat. Works out great. Sorry, my flash went off, and I think it's a little dark, but it is what it is. We're almost done here. And then right here, I just have a K-bar. Nice little knife, fixed blade, tactical knife. This is meant for one thing, self-defense, and that's about it. This is not a bushcraft knife or anything like that. This is a self-defense knife, so that is in there. And this is, like I said, this is my assault pack. Like, I carry this thing a lot, but at the same time, it has its use for, you know, what it's used for. So like if I'm doing armed security and stuff, this is always pretty much close by, or some of the stuff I'll take out of here and I'll put on my vest or my plate carrier, whatever I have to use that night, depends. But been kind of taking a break from that for a little while now. But anyway, this is just something I like to have. Like if sometimes I'll just be in joggers and walking the dog. This is the kit I'll carry, but generally this is always on me no matter what. But the gun's always usually on me, on my person. But anyway, inside here is where I keep a lot of my necessities. We got some just a little pill capsule there. It's gonna have, that one's got Excedrin and migraine medicine in it. And I got yourself another Sharpie marker. Doesn't hurt to have a couple of these around. Like that one, the other one is dedicated to my cat tourniquet, but this one is just for everyday stuff. I have a little tool, multi-tool in here, just a little tweezer Stanley crappy multi-tool that is due to be replaced, but it's just in there for now. You never know when you need a pair of pliers. And a backup hank. This is a little army hank, army men hank, great to have. Then we have another log and jot or notepad book. Just a lot of times I'll jot down YouTube ideas and stuff in this. This is the one that I use that for. Some DCT Blistex chapstick. This is the best they make besides Vaseline, in my opinion. Another Gilltech on a Victorinox little Swiss Army knife here. Mainly what I'm using this for is the toothpick and cleaning my nails and stuff. And then the Gilltech here is just a little backup utility blade. This here has Zantac in it and Advil, so I keep those separate. I found this new tool that I saw on Best Damn EDC's thing. It's like a little slide thing. I'm gonna get that and upgrade my medicines to that. A lighter, I'm due to change this to an all black Zippo, but this is my Eagles lighter I've had since they won the Super Bowl. And cool, whatever, lighter. And that is it for everything, guys. That is my EDC as of lately. Like I said, I still carry my EDC bag, but this thing, I'll bring this thing into me with the mall or a shopping store or whatever, or, you know, it depends. Not all the time I do, but it's always pretty close by, closer than my actual bag. If I feel like I need a little more gear, if I feel like I need a tourniquet and stuff, then I'll bring this, and that's just what I like to do. But generally, the stuff I showed in the beginning of the video, the flashlight, wallet, basic stuff, is what I have on me at all times. But if I want off-body carry stuff, this is that option for that. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. It is a long one, but it is what it is. You know, it's a lot of stuff, a lot of gear, a lot of good information for you guys. You want to upgrade your kits and do what I do, that's up to you. I don't really care. You know, everybody has their own thing. This is just the system that works for me. So I hope you guys enjoy. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Get yourself a stream light for Christmas, why don't you? So I'll see you guys later. Peace.